Do you know how the Aravalli Hills prevent desertification?
Desertification? Yes, because it acts as natural shield against, you see, it acts as natural shield because the desert, the Thar desert, can if can come to the Delhi NCR region, it can extend towards the Haryana, Rajasthan, and if we don't deplete the Aravallis, if we don't destroy them, it will let the Thar desert remain where it is today.
What are benefit of the Aravalli Hills for Rajasthan?
For Rajasthan, yes, it is a great source for rivers like Sabarmati, Luni, and Chambal. It also helps us, improving our groundwater level in Rajasthan. And it is home to many tiger reserves, Ranthambore, Sariska. Many tourists comes here to visit, and it is home to biological diversities. It is home to many of the wildlife. It is habitat to many of the creatures over here.
Why is the Aravalli range is important?
Aravali range helps us to reduce the intensification of heat, and it acts as green lungs for the
Kaisa.
North India, and it helps in reducing the pollution of Delhi NCR.
Where is the Aravalli located?
Aravali is located. It stretches from
Okay.
Delhi to Gujarat, and it runs in uh, northeast direction from south towards the north. It actually transfers, it crosses, it divides the Rajasthan into two equal halves.
Which is better time visit in Aravali?
Which is better time to visit? I think because being elevated area, I think watching sunset will be more good view. It can be a tourist point over there. You can visit to see the sunset over there.
Which is better area, mountain area and desert area? Desert.
I think mountain area because being elevated than local relief, you will certainly have green vegetation. You see, it helps to struck the clouds, because of which we have studied in geography that when clouds uh, go straight to their path and the mountain struck the clouds, because of which the cloud precipitates the rainfall over there, leading to greenery in that area. So, of course, uh, mountains are better than deserts.
Why is Aravali important over life?
Aravali is important because it helps to improve our groundwater table. It helps us lowering the air pollution. It acts as moderating the climate, and you see, it is home to many wildlife over here.
Suppose you who is a minister, will you change the rule in Aravali?
Uh, like all other people who are against this Supreme Court judgment, even I will say that it is not a good opinion that Aravali must be depleted, because though we are against the mining, because but still the unrecognized Aravalis are threatened and vulnerable to the construction, the highways, and real estate expansion and all those things. Even if the mining is restricted, even then it is prone to other constructions.
Have you ever visited of the Aravali?
Yes, I have visited Mount Abu. We all know that Mount Abu, it's part of Aravali. It is in Sirohi district, and the highest mountain is Guru Shikhar, which is 1772 meter long. And I have visited that. That's highest peak of Aravali range, and because of its cool and moderating climate, it's very famous over there. Many tourists visit that site.
What are benefits of Aravali?
Everyone is asking same question. It helps to reduce the air pollution. It helps the in reducing the desertification, and it helps. It is like green lungs for the Delhi NCR region, and it is a source of many rivers, and it helps in improving the groundwater table.
Do you know how to shave Aravali?
Yes, Aravali, by afforestation, because I will say that when there is lack of trees, uh, there are certain chances of landslides which will destroy the Aravalis. And secondly, firstly, that afforestation is key to saving the Aravalis. Secondly, that no one should be given new leases of mining until and unless there are strict regulations and policies made against them. And by strict vigilance and surveillance, like through CCTVs, cameras, and drones, we should prevent the illegal mining happenings in nighttime and other areas which are not recognized till now.
How will you shave Aravali?
I will in my sphere where I cannot control the trucks and all the policies. I can just contribute in this way that I can plant trees.
Imagine that you are living around the Aravali's and you emotionally connected by Aravali. There are many species there. What your opinion about High Supreme Court?
Yes, being part of this India, being a common citizen, I will be definitely against this judgment of Supreme Court, because you see, if we will make our homes in Aravali's, which is already home to the wildlife, and all those creatures, wildlife creatures, where will they go? They will certainly come to our villages and our homes, our cities, because if we will destroy their home, where they will run? Then we all know we are facing these days problem. We get to listen the news is that the certain cheetah and leopard have entered our, not cheetah because but leopard is famous in this Rajasthan region. They enter certain kind of villages, and we get to listen all these things are have become common, because certainly because we are constructing homes and roads and rails over these Himalayas.
Construction is the part of our life and development is important for our country, but Arauli is our historical place and there are many forts situated. So Supreme Court is not judgment is not good. Imagine that you are businessman and you will be get benefit about mining and what what uh, what is the benefit do you have as a
See, if
businessman?
you say me to be in a condition where I am a businessman, certainly a businessman will see its profit irrespective of the society and the government norms and the vegetation and all the uh, considering the sustainable development. But a businessman is also a responsible citizen. He is also the part of this country. He should consider this thing that his personal profit is not only limited up to him, but his deeds are certainly going to be the consequences which are going to relate this world and the country as well also. um, because of which I will say that government should make strict norms and regulations which will bound down this businessman uh, to go in certain to work in a proper manner and make the sustainable development and grow his organization in a way in which there will be no harm done to the environment.
A tree is not a simple solution to protect our Paryavaran and there is a not a proper solution. We protect our surrounding species and mountains. We development is most. So, what is your opinion about?
Government has made certainly eco-sensitive zones and protected areas. Like I said, that Sariska and Ranthambore are protected areas where mining is completely prohibited. Mining cannot be done at any cost over there. There are made certain buffer zones even where humans are not allowed it, because you cannot disturb the wildlife, and deforestation, cutting trees are not allowed over there. Government also makes sure that these areas should be protected and except those areas mining and deforestation for the development purpose can be done. So in this way government also makes sure that development is also important along with conserving the environment.
Yes, development is better, like, but there is a limited area. Sariska and other places are very short.
So what you want? All the trees and areas must be conserved, and there must be no development.
No,
Government, by recognizing certain areas that this is eco-sensitive area, this is protected area, they try to set a boundaries, and by making boundary and objective, they try to make those area enforceable, that by preaching that area, and now you will you will violate that law, and by violating that law you will get punished. In this way they try to maintain balance between development and conserving the environment.
when the Aravalli mountain species when mining, and there where go species, and we come there and we shoot and kill them, how to possible wild
See,
animals.
certainly, if you are saying that if a person preaches, if he breach the law and tries to kill the animals, then certainly, if that person is recognized, है ना, for poaching those animals, he will certainly get punished by the government for violating the law.
How many state Aravali?
Uh, there are 15 districts which comes under Aravali.
Are you fond of shaving Aravali?
Am I fond of
Shaving Aravali.
saving around Aravali? Yes, I'm definitely I'm in favor of saving Aravali's because it has historical, ecological, and cultural significance. And being oldest mountain ranges, it is our duty to save this heritage. It is heritage. It's not just a number, simply a landform. It means us a lot.
What is special about Aravalli Range?
um, from religious perspective, like ma'am told us that it has been placed to many of the saints. Many saints have done meditation over here. It is tourist place, as I mentioned later before that Mount Abu is tourist attraction place for and it has Naki Jheel, and it is home to many of the wildlife sanctuaries, Sariska and Ranthambore, and it also has the ecological significances. It helps us to reduce the desertification and home to many of and source of many of the rivers.
What is benefit in Aravali? Suggestion you.
Yes, benefits of Aravali. It helps us to lower the air pollution because we know that Delhi NCR is facing too much air pollution. People have to keep air purifiers at their home, and if we deplete the Aravalis, all the dust storms, Delhi NCR will have to face frequent dust storms, and Aravali helps us in trapping the heat and dust. It keeps safe.